Welcome to Ms. Pasillas' class. Welcome to Pasillas. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Welcome to the video. Here we go. Look in here. Two-way frequency tables. Again, I was mentioning in the warm-up, this is a way that you can also track a budget. So if these were months, you would be able to find the total revenue or expenses for the month, January, February, March. And these will be what are called line items. You would have, rent, food, insurance, gas, all these things that you have to pay for. So from that, you'd be able to see, if this first one was rent, you'd be able to see the total for the entire year for the rent. You'd also be able to see the total for the month that includes, rent, insurance, gas, food, etc. So when you see, if any of you end up going into business, that's how budgets are created and shared. Okay, so it's just a way to see what's happening, in this case, activity choice, what's happening in who likes basketball, gaming versus music, and then by grade, what do the ninth graders like, what's their total number, and so on. Okay, so just want to kind of give you an idea. Tomorrow I'll try to hit on again and maybe actually make a personal budget. Okay, that might be good to see how much you actually have to earn to live on your own. Okay, sometimes more than you think most of the time. But you all will be successful, I have no doubt, no doubt. Okay, a frequency, that's the number of occurrences, the frequency, number of occurrences. Table shows two categories of characteristics, one in rows, the other in columns. So what are my characteristics, my categories as far as my rows go? What are we showing here?
There's two of them.
The grades, 9th grade and 10th grade, right? And then in the columns we have, what's this one?
Basketball.
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Baseball.
Okay. Gaming, music, and then we have the totals on both sides. Uh-oh. Eraser down. Okay. What goes right here for the 9th graders? How many 9th graders like music?
2.
2. How do we know? Because total.
14 minus 2 is 12, and then 4 plus 8 is 12.
Perfect. 2. All right. How many 10th graders like gaming? How many? Just 1, right? You could look at it 2 ways. Like Anton did, you could see that the total number of 10th graders is 12. You subtract out the 9 and the 2. Or you could say the gamers, there's 8 here. I know the total number that is 9, so we could say it that way too.
Yeah.
No, one way versus the other isn't right or wrong. It's just, this is actually maybe this part is the easier topic for the week. This has been a hard couple weeks. Probability is tricky. What goes here? What's
6.
6.
Pretty straightforward? Pretty straightforward? Okay. This is just a way to organize information for these kind of problems. It is pretty applicable. On the other board, we're going to do a survey from everyone, from all our choices in here. Okay. But this is the last little bit. We already did this. Copy and fill in the blanks. That's fine. Captain Obvious says, what is Captain Obvious's voice like, Jordan? We were doing voice jokes earlier with TK. Where's she at?
Ephraim might have one.
Ephraim? No? Does anyone know how Captain Obvious sounds? I don't know. That's it. Jordan didn't know.
Hey, I don't really know.
Captain Obvious. If 2 events are conditional, the one with the greatest probability is more likely. So if the probability of say 9th graders liking gaming is 25%, the probability of 10th graders liking music is 50%. Which one's more likely? The 50%, right? Pretty obvious, right? Okay. So this is a Captain Obvious. I'll try to remember how to do that voice for next
Can you
time.
repeat that last thing you said? 50%.
Oh, thanks. But
Or that, or both of them.
All right, so thanks for letting me. That sounds like Mickey Mouse. All right, guys. All right, so what I was saying is 9th graders who like gaming, not based on these numbers, but if I found the probability that 9th graders, conditional with gaming, if it was 34%, and then 10th graders, let's say for music, was 42%. This Captain Obvious statement is just saying the conditional event with more probability is more likely to happen. That's it. It's pretty much like we were drawing cards, right? We had different probabilities. What are the chances? You're always going to pick the one that's greater. Okay. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's look at this. We're going to do this survey. I don't mind if you just follow along with this one.
Oh, that's so hard.
Wow. Wow. First, I want everyone to look up here. Look up here. Decide which activity you enjoy the most. The most.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Which should I
Change
change?
that looks to Fortnite.
To gaming?
I'm watching Fortnite.
No, it's Fortnite.
Oh, I love that.
Old people.
I love Fortnite more.
How about that? We'll change it to gaming, so N becomes a G.
Nah, it's not the same. It's Fortnite.
I should just write it. All right, here we go. There's a little asterisk. It says Fortnite.
Alright. Sports? Scholarship?
No, they did.
Scholarship? Fortnite.
N-I-T.
This video was sponsored by Fortnite.
Yeah.
And then change the Netflix right there.
Fortnite. Adam.
Wow. You guys really love it. All right, everyone have an idea what they're going to vote for?
Yes,
Okay, let's try to do this quick. Ninth graders who like sports, raise your hand. Ninth graders who choose sports. 0. Ninth graders who like music. 1, 2, 3, 4. Raise your hand high. We got to make sure we get the exact numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you're not a ninth grader.
All right, let's do this one more time. Ninth graders, you're in ninth grade and you like music. Raise your hand again. 1, 2, 3. There's a hand back there. You change your mind?
No, she's not a ninth grader. She's a sophomore.
You got it. All right.
You guys are so.
Seriously. Ninth graders who like gaming / Fortnite. We don't
So we only have 3.
Wait, no, we have 4 freshmen.
Raise your hand if you're a freshman. Raise your hand if you're a freshman. Okay, Blake, which one do you want to vote for? Gaming. Cool. All right, 10th graders who like sports, raise your hand. Sports. Nice and high. Raise your hand really high.
vote more than once.
No, you can only vote once.
Can't put half of my
No,
vote.
you can't be half a person. Raise your hand for sports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Fortnite is sports.
That's a way to look at it.
I'll play there Fortnite.
All right, what goes here? What's our total for sports?
12.
Good. All right, 10th graders who like music. Raise your hand really high. 10th graders, music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No one over here? Okay, 6. What's our total for music?
9.
Gamers who like 10th. Other way around. 10th who like gamers. Here we go. You can only vote once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What goes here? What goes here?
I didn't do that one. I did the other one.
Which one?
No,
What should I change for you? What are you saying?
no, nothing. Go.
No.
What?
14, 26.
And then 9.
That's what you're saying. Gotcha.
We were easy civilization.
All right, so who didn't vote in here? Who didn't vote?
Honestly, just be honest. We won't be mad.
We won't be mad. I don't think we have 30 kids in here.
Get him!
Afro, what do you want to vote for? You voted. Okay. So this is. That's right.
Oh, you're not
No,
10th
that's
grade.
I am not.
What about the
35 years. He is a senior. Senior? Yeah. He doesn't like any of this stuff. That's okay. Oh, cool. Nice. All right, so no worries. This is the data we're going to be doing. We're going to use this data. Okay, here's the deal. One student is chosen at random. We're doing similar to what we did yesterday. Here are the events. 9 is student is 9th grader. 10 is student is a 10th grader. S, student prefers sports. M, music. G, gaming. Okay. First, we want to find, same thing as yesterday. We want to find the probability that somebody chose music and is a ninth grader. And also that someone is a ninth grader and chose music. They're going to be different. Here's what we're going to start with again. We're going to use this equation. We're going to go.
Wait, why is that not the same thing?
We're
Are you
going
showing
to
it?
see.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to see. We're going to see. I know you're excited. All right, here we go. The probability. I can't wait. I know, Captain Obvious.
I was out of my medicine. I can't do that.
All right, here we go. This is the one we're going to use. So I want you to actually put these in the notes as our problems that we're going to do. You don't have to do the table, but we're looking at first. I want you to write this one. This is what we're going to do first. We have to compare these two and see which happens more often. So we're going to do the We're going to do the. Come on. Close. Probability that somebody loves music and they're a ninth grader. And then we're going to do the other one. So let's set this one up first. And let's look at this. Oh, that's better. That's better. It's okay. Good. All right. Remember, we're choosing a total number of students, or one student out of all the total. Our total is 30. So the probability for each event is going to be out of 30. Okay. So first off, what is the probability of bless you. Oh, that's nice. The probability of A, that is our second conditional event here. And what is it? M. So remember, it's going to be out of 30. And what is my probability? How many students, just in general, how many students like music? 9, right here. It's the total number of students that like music. It's not yet looking at the ninth graders. It's just the probability of A, which is music. No? Huh? 9 out of 30?
Yes.
Okay. When we do these problems, we actually get the answers pretty quick with this. Now let's look at this. What does this mean again? What is this symbol? Oh, they can't see this.
It's a union. Oh,
There we
no,
go.
it's a-
There we go.
It's an upside down.
It's an upside down union.
Which is a
Intersection.
intersection, right?
Yeah.
The intersection of A and B. Ninth graders and music. What's the number that intersects for those? Ninth graders and music. 3. Okay. Right, Melissa?
Yes.
You're lucky. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the intersection of A and B, the probability of that. A and B, they're talking about the ninth grade and the music. Right here is 3. 3 out of 30. So what we have here is we have 3 over 30 divided by 9 over 30. What was the trick we talked about yesterday when we were dividing fractions? Flip it. Okay. Pop it. Twist it.
Pull it.
Pull it.
Shake it.
Scream.
Oh,
3 over 30 times 30 over 9. So we set it up basically this fraction. On the top we had the probability, how many options are there that are the intersection of A and B. A and B is 9 and music, so we chose this one. 3 out of 30. On the bottom we had just the probability of A. So probability of A is, how many music? 9 out of 30. Yeah.
Does it matter which one is first?
It won't matter. All right, 30 and 30 here we can cancel. 3 over 9 is 1/3.
whoa.
That was pretty quick, huh? 33%. So what was our
batting average?
That is a pretty good batting average.
Really?
For one
330.
game before.
.323.
Okay.
If you get on, that's not even on base. That's hits. So You might get some walks. All right, we had to compare these two. We have the first percentage, right? Knowledge.
It's very good.
Now let's do the probability that a ninth grader happens to also love that music. Let's do it. So on the bottom, we have the probability of A. A is right here. It's a probability, excuse me, A, which is ninth graders. What's the probability that a student is a ninth grader? There's 30 altogether.
4.
Good.
1.
4 out of 30 goes on the bottom. So we're going to do the probability of this on the bottom. The probability of our intersection of these two. So how many go right there? The probability of math, music, and ninth graders. Right here, right? That's the intersection. 3 out of? Got it.
Very good.
3 out of 30. So we have, let's see, 3 over 30 divided by 4 over 30.
And you have to flip it.
Gotta flip it. Do it. 3 over 30 times 30 over 4. 3/4, which is 3/4 is how much?
75%.
Okay, here are the two probabilities. Which is more likely? Which is more likely?
I was gonna most definitely take the bottom.
The bottom.
The bottom.
It's twice as more than twice as likely, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I would say that. My final answer, I'd probably say that. This one on the bottom is greater than the one on the top. Oh, bad planning. All you're saying is this one's more likely.
Exactly.
Okay? Is that a Captain Obvious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. The main thing we have to remember is how to use this top probability for condition. But you see, it's a little bit quicker, right? Because we go right to the probabilities here.
I understand now.
Get it there?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow we're going to hit on this again, so don't worry. This is kind of a 3-day that is all related. I want to give you maximum time for the classwork, so we'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys have. I kind of expect some in the middle right now. So thumbs up, sideways, down so far. You have to do a couple of these, right?
It's going sideways.
It's like 45 degrees up.
Day.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right. Well, I'd like to invite everybody to subscribe. Captain Obvious.
123rd subscriber gets an Oreo package.
You heard it here.
First.
Foxy Fish
First.
and
All right. Goodbye.